6620D. Idiots behind the wheel. I need you behind your paper.
All right, we are back, and Lucas is going to introduce a little bit of the rules here to start us off.
Yeah, thank you. So, with qualifying, obviously, they're assigned teammates, but with finals, they get to choose their teammates, and it goes in order of seeds. So first seed gets to pick their team first, and they go around asking teams, if they want to, and if they say no, they have to go and find a different team. And there will be 32 teams in these finals. 3 of the teams that were here have been eliminated. They get eliminated if they are not picked to be in the finals. And then for our last match of the qualifying, the final score was 96 red and 17 blue.
Yep, so if you weren't tuned in just yet, alliances are being made right now. The top-ranked teams will get first selection on who they want to pair up with. During the break, teams were going around asking if other people would like to be their teammates, just so they could start strategizing a little early for this bracket play coming up. Again, there are 32 teams in this bracket, 16 alliances, and unfortunately 3 of those teams previously are not in this bracket play.
216C. 216C. 216B, 248D. 216D. QQ.
So currently these teams are now choosing their other teammates. So now we are waiting to see what the final choices are for these matches.
216A and 216C.
Obviously, this is a big strategic choice for a lot of these teams. They were going around looking at which robots would pair best to give them the most advantage, because obviously they want to win, and that means they're going to have to pick the best teammate to win with them. And with a lot of these teams going to the same schools, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of alliances made between teams.
And another reminder, we are here at Grandville Middle School with the Grandville Halloween Pushback Tournament with middle school and high school. And we are sponsored by Westwood AI, so thank you to them, and Bradford White.
All right, we're going to do a line selection.
But with team making, you would expect high teams to choose other high teams. But it is not uncommon for a high seed to choose a lower seed just because they think they have good chemistry together and that their robots work good together, even though one could be a way lower seed.
Awesome. Still going to explain it anyways. All right, so here we go. So.
Yep, and I mean, if you already have a bond with another team that could potentially be a lower seed, you might think they're going to perform a little bit better than they did, just because of all the factors that could have equated to their scoring. Just with maybe who they're paired up with or whatnot, that could have happened.
Looks like 2140F is choosing
Once again, as the teams are making alliance, we'd like to thank Bradford White and Woodward AI for sponsoring the robotics events and the center. Big shout out to them for making this night possible.
C.
2140F has chosen their team.
So our
Looks like they
first
have accepted it.
Our first alliance has been accepted. 2140F and 288C.
Looks like it is a team from Jenison and Grandville that have paired up.
Yep. Next picking for the squad of Blue Alliance will be 4911E. The team originally picked has declined the offer.
Looks like they're going to have to go with their second choice here. Looks like
That
their second
alliance.
choice has accepted. So now our second alliance, 4911E and 13444C. Looks like 288B's first choice has declined. They're asking their second choice. And they have accepted our third alliance, 288B and 248A.
So picking now is 4911X. And they asked 248C, who accepts the offer to alliance.
Our fourth alliance then, 4911X and 248C.
Next up is 288A.
Looks like 288A's first choice, 63600C, have accepted. Next up is 8341B with their first choice.
So once again, all of these teams are being picked, and these will be who each team is paired up with for the remainder of the event.
Looks like the team has accepted, so our sixth alliance is 8341B and 244A. Choosing now is 13002B. Looks like their first choice has declined. Looks like their second choice has accepted. Our seventh alliance, 13002B and 41000A. Now choosing is 1300D. Their first choice has declined. And their second choice has accepted. Our 8th alliance, 13000D and 13444B. Now choosing is 36620D. Their first choice has accepted. Our 9th alliance, 36620D and 288D. Now choosing is 13444A. Looks like their first choice has accepted. So now our 10th alliance is 13444A and 63600A. And also again, these choices are in order of seeding. So the longer we go, the lower the seeds are for choices. Next choosing is 63600G. Looks like their first choice has accepted. Our 11th alliance is 63600G and 63600E.
Another thing to keep in mind here, there will be 3 teams who do not get picked to be part of an alliance.
Our next team choosing is 244C. And looks like 244C's first choice has accepted. So now our 12th alliance is 244C and 216B. Now choosing is 244D. Looks like their first choice has accepted them. So now our 13th alliance, 244D and 8341D. Now choosing is 8031B. Their first choice has accepted. So now 14th alliance is 8031B and 13444D. Now choosing is 94521A. And their first choice has accepted. Our 15th alliance is 94521A and 63600D. And now our last teams, 216C is now choosing. And they have accepted. For our final alliance, it's 216C and 248B. And now keep in mind, the teams that have not been chosen for this are now going home. They are not participating anymore in this event. As you can see here, this is our bracket for the finals today. Looks like for our first match today, it is going to be 2140F and 288C as red versus 216C and 248B as blue.
The first match will start in 5 minutes.
Our first match will be starting in 5 minutes.
We're going to start the first elimination match on field number 1 in 3 minutes. On field number 1, we're going to have our first seeded team versus our 16th seeded team. Your Red Alliance. Your Red Alliance consists of Quantum, number 1 ranked team.
Our first match should be starting any minute.
So, like most brackets, the 1 seed will start playing the 16 seed. So if you think about it in comparison to something like the March Madness bracket, this is exactly the same. The 1 will play the 16, the 2 will play the 15, and
Here we go with
so on
our
and so forth.
first match.
This autonomous period will play a big role in how this is going to work for the rest of the match, because that early bonus that the red team, the 1 seed, did attain is going to play a big difference in just the scoring. At this point in the Halloween pushback tournament, it is single elimination, so if you lose, you go home. And obviously the number 1 seed, did red, is playing Red Alliance here with a hefty lead. I don't see much of a comeback potential.
The score of the previous match was 118 to 11, red taking the win.
Eight versus 9 seed matchup here. Blue Alliance is able to come up with the autonomous bonus, which obviously set them up for a head start. They seem to be pulling away a little bit, controlling the scoring towers, especially that middle one, a little bit better than the Red Alliance. But we'll see how that shapes out in this last minute of the match. approaching 30 seconds. The Blue Alliance still has quite a bit of a lead here.
This is the previous match we had. 118 to 11, red taking the win.
Four seed against the 13 seed now.
Looks like for that autonomous round, red takes the bonus. Seconds left with red having a hefty lead. Our second match of finals was a blue win, 47 to 23. Sorry for the wait. This next match is having connection issues. Here we go, starting the Auton round.
So here we have the Red Alliance 5 seed versus the Blue Alliance 12 seed. Red Alliance is able to get that autonomous bonus to start off the match, and now they just are looking to outdrive the Blue Alliance to keep their lead up. Red Alliance keeps expanding that lead, and Blue Alliance doesn't seem to have much of a chance anymore.
Coming up to the last 10 seconds of the match. Looks like Red has gotten a double park. That's going to increase their lead even more. This is the third match of our finals. Red taking the win, 38-32.
The results of round 3 in the elimination round. Alliance number 4, Red 38, Alliance 13.
I already know that last match that we just had with that double park, that is going to be a big point difference in that match.
I believe Blue Alliance did not even score that match, so regardless, I think Red Alliance is going to win that one.
Red Alliance team is 4911E and 13444C versus the Blue Alliance.
Next up, we have our 2 seed versus our 15 seed. Red Alliance will be 4911E and 13444C. Blue Alliance will be 94521A and 63600D.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Westwood AI and Bradford White, for funding our program and making this possible.
We have 4 green lights on the field. Blue Alliance is ready. Autonomous.
Here we go with the autonomous round. Red taking the bonus of that.
So far in this bracket, every team that has won the bonus has ended up winning the match. So obviously we can see how that's playing a big part and who's going to win the part of their bracket they're in. $37-0 here with just under a minute left to go. So far, we have not really seen an upset. The only really upset we've seen is that number 9 beating the number 8, but really in any bracket, that never truly is an upset. Blue Alliance just doesn't have an answer for Red Alliance and their defensive attack that they're playing now.
Final 10 seconds in the match. Looks like Blue's trying to go for Park. Looks like neither of the teams got the Park. This is our previous game, 104-3. That is with the double Park. That is a huge score for this game.
So now with our 7 and 10 seeds, our Red Alliance is 13002B with 41000A and 13444A 63600 for the Blue Alliance.
That is the end of our autonomous round, and it looks like neither teams scored any blocks, so they split the bonus.
Yep, so with that split bonus, it's going to give each of these teams 5 points to start the round.
For that bonus, though, that's kind of a little upsetting for Blue because Red didn't even have a program, so Blue could have gotten that bonus, but it looks like they still didn't score any blocks with their autonomous.
Red Alliance with a bit of a lead here. Still a close match, though, with just above a minute to go. Blue is pulling away a little bit, but Red seems to have had a little bit of an answer. But again, Blue scores.
A little less than a minute left.
So for Red Alliance here, it is 2 middle school groups, and for Blue Alliance, it is 2 high school groups.
$15 seconds left in this match. Blue holding a lead, going for a Park. Looks like Red has gotten a Park.
No Park there for the Blue Alliance, but the Red Alliance does get their Park. In our previous match, the 2 seed wins against the 15 seed, 60-0. That last match could be our first quote-unquote upset. That would be the blue 10 seed beating the red 7 seed if the scores are held when the judges take another look at them. But now we head into the 3 seed and 14 seed. For Red Alliance, it is 288B and 248A. For Blue Alliance, it is 8031B and 13444D.
I also want to point out on the red team we have 2 Grandville teams, so that could be a difference in today's match.
The red team has taken the autonomous vote.
Looks like red team takes away the bonus.
We're going to go driver in 3, 2, 1.
It looks like that red bot was stuck there for a second, and his alliance was able to push him out from that middle tower that he was stuck on.
Red is also taking an early lead with that bonus.
Obviously some teamwork and strategy being seen here by the Red Alliance, each going for a different side of the course to try and put the blocks and score the most.
Looks like Blue's trying to play some defense in the bottom left. Already a big lead from Red.
With 30 seconds left, all the Red Alliance has to do now is just play some defense and hold their ever-growing lead.
Red going for the park, so is Blue. It looks like Red might have gotten it. I can't tell if Blue did or not. Our previous game, Blue takes the win 42-22.
Here for our 6th seed versus 11 seed matchup. For Red Alliance, we have 8341B and 244A. For Blue Alliance, we have 63600G versus 63600E.
It looks like Blue team does not have an autonomous, so this could be a big thing for Red right now to get this bonus. Looks like neither of them scored anything, so now they split the bonus and each get 5.
For Blue team, that's probably the best case scenario with no autonomous code.
Red taking an early lead here. Looks like Blue is trying to play some defense at the top. We have a close matchup here. 20-14. Right now, I feel the best thing Red can do here is just defense, and then last couple of seconds go for a park just to solidify that win.
Both teams being really aggressive, trying to control that middle area, not give it up to either one of them.
Looks like Blue has gotten that park. Let's see if Red can get it too, just to... That might be close. Blue might have it here. I can't tell. This is our previous match. Red takes the win 87 to 29.
With the Red Alliance 87, Blue Alliance 29. The Red Alliance advances. On field one, we are now in the quarterfinals for our first round of quarterfinals of this group of the Elite Eight. Your Red Alliance is 2140F and 288C. Blue Alliance is 36620D and 288D. We have 4 green lights. We have 2 alliances ready to go. And we are going to start autonomous. In 3, 2, 1.
Here for these quarterfinals, we have the 1 seed versus the 9 seed, 201240F and 288C for the Red Alliance, and 36620D, 288D for Blue Alliance.
That concludes the autonomous round for this match. Looks like Red has taken the bonus.
Controllers are up and we start driver 3, 2, 1.
Red Alliance up to an early lead here. Red Alliance pulling away a little bit here. We'll see if Blue Alliance has any response.
40 seconds left. Let's see if Blue can do anything to shorten up that lead from Red. Looks like Red has gotten that double park, and Blue has gotten a single park. That is going to solidify the win for Red. Our previous match, Red takes the win 37 to 22.
Here in our 4 seed versus 5 seed matchup for our Red Alliance, we have 4911X and 248C versus Blue 288A and 63600C.
And ending that autonomous round, looks like red has taken the bonus. You know, especially in these later matches of the bracket, that bonus is really going to help you because the farther you get, the better teams you're going to be playing. So you gotta get as many points as you can, and with that bonus, if you can take that from the other team, that's going to put you over. Minute left with red in the lead. Looks like blue's getting a park. There's collisions going on in the middle. Stopping, parking. Red going for the park. Looks like red and blue have gotten single parks. I don't think that's a double park from blue. Previous match with the double park, 114 to 34 with the red victory.
Was Red Alliance 114, Blue Alliance 34. The Red Alliance advances to the final four. All right, field number one, quarterfinals match number 3. Your Red Alliance is 4911E, 13444C. Your Blue Alliance 13444A and 63600A.
On this last match to see if that was determined a double park or not, as that could obviously skew the scoring a little bit.
We have 4 green lights.
Up next is our 2 seed and 10 seed matchup. Our Red Alliance will be 4911E and 13444C versus the Blue Alliance 13444A and 63600A.
Starting off the autonomous round, it does look like blue does not have a program. Looks like red has gotten a block and a goal though, so I think they will be taking home the bonus.
The 2 seed Red Alliance has jumped up to an early lead.
A little less than a minute left.
Red Alliance looked to have been pulling away a little bit. The Blue Alliance decided it was time to fight back. score within a point now with just around 20 seconds to go.
But you also got to remember, Red's got that bonus, so with that bonus, it puts them 10 points even farther than what it says right now. Our previous game, a close one. Blue slips away though, 41-39.
The Red Alliance for this 3 versus 16 matchup will be 288B and 248A. The Blue Alliance will be 8341B and 244A.
Looks like Blue has gotten the bonus after that autonomous round. Red scoring points pretty quickly. Looks like Blue has taken away some of Red's points.
Red is going to need to make a push here if they're going to have any chance of staying in this match.
Because, again, this tournament is single elimination.
Blue is heavily in control right now, but we saw in that 4-5 matchup is anything can happen in those last 30 seconds, so we're going to see here if Red Alliance can do anything to try and switch that up a little bit.
Seconds left. Red's going to need to do something here.
Quarterfinals number 3.
Our previous matchup, Blue takes the win 53-45.
The 10th seeded alliance advances.
We are about to do some awards, so we will show some of that.
All right, best costumes. Individual costumes now. Let's see, favorite costume of the day. We'll go 3, 2, 1. So 3, number 3 on the referee and judges list of best costumes. Faye from 4351B. We have the best costume award for Faye from 40.
So that concludes our awards for costumes. And our next match will start any minute.
this semifinals matchup, on red we have 2140F and 288C, and on blue we have 288A and 63600C.
Just to clarify for everybody out there, blue got the autonomous on that one.
So there, for that autonomous period, blue scored the bonus and scored cubes into the scoring areas, which gets them even more of a bonus. So with that great autonomous period, Red Alliance really has a lot to battle back, and it's a tall task to figure out now.
Little less than 30 seconds left, and blue has quite a bit of lead. However, red is starting to fight back a little bit. Looks like we got a park from both teams. Our previous match before the awards, though, red wins it 72 to 67. Close matchup there.
Coming up in our next semifinal matchup, it is, apologies, crowd noise, I don't want to talk over that. But on Blue Alliance, we have the 3 seed 13444A63600A, and on Blue Alliance, we have 288B and 248A.
Our first match of the semifinals, 58 to 67, blue taking the win. The blue team in this one is our Grandville matchup that I was saying would have advantage going into these matches, being from the same school and knowing each other.
Two matches left in the day. We have this semifinal matchup and then the finals, which the 5th seeded team has already clinched a spot in that finals. So now the number 10 and number 3 seeds are playing to figure out who will take on that number 5 seed in the finals.
Here we go, starting the autonomous. This should be a close match. Blue takes home the bonus for autonomous. That might just push them over the edge.
These blue drivers are very aggressive offensively. It's something we've seen throughout the day. It'll be interesting to see how this Red Alliance combats that.
Red playing some defense on blue in the top, not letting them get any points in that top goal. Blue kind of just forgetting about that other red robot as it piles blocks into that close goal right here. Very close matchup here. It's going to come down to the last second, seeing who can park. 20 seconds remaining.
This matchup's coming down to the wire. Will be interesting to see if one of these teams goes to park
We are
soon.
going blue. Blue gets one block in that close goal. That might just put them over the edge there. Looks like both teams might have gotten at least one park. I can't tell about blue. That concludes our second semifinals match. We will see the scores, and we will go into the finals. '57 takes home that semifinals win against blue. 57 to 50.
And with that, guys, we're headed to our finals match. Finals are going to be underway here on field 1 at 3:30.
What a close game. That's a devastating loss for blue.
Good afternoon. We have some awards to give out.
Now we have a few more awards.
Are any of my judges to help me, or where are they? Oh my. All right, we're going to start with the Judges Award today. The Judges Award is presented to a team that is deserving of special recognition. Judges consider several criteria for this award, including exemplary effort and perseverance at the event, team accomplishments, or other attributes
So for our final match of the day, we have 288A and 63600C versus 13444A and 63600A.
All right. As soon as the teams are here, we'll run this.
Just waiting on the teams here now.
We at least have one team on each side, so we got a match.
This finals match should be starting any second now.
This is the final match.
The Red Alliance for this matchup will
All
be
candy and the unintended Halloween.
288A and 63600C.
In the bowl.
The Blue Alliance for this matchup will be 13444A and 63600A.
We got 2 green lights.
One thing I've noticed with 2AAA is their time management in this game is very good.
As per
They know how to get points and try to have time for a double park.
all the teams, drop the basket of there you go. All right. And let's cross them towards the front and high five each other. You're gonna be in the front.
Our teams are congratulating each other on making it to the finals, and they will be starting any second.
Once again, we are at the Westwood AI Grandville Robotics Center. This is the Grandville Halloween Pushback Tournament, and this is the finals.
Starting our autonomous period. Let's see who will get the bonus that might just push one of their teams to the win.
Red takes Autumn. The blue team knocked out.
Looks like blue team scores 12 points. However, red team does get the bonus.
And driver.
Red team early lead, but however, it is very close. Looks like red is going for straight defense in the top right corner.
Obviously, you have to be careful there to avoid the pin penalty.
Yeah, you do not want that right now. Red increases their lead. watching this, it's easy to see Red's strategy. They really focus on defense and one scoring as many points as they can.
Yeah, that Red offensive push has just outnumbered the Blues offensive push.
Yes, and with about 30 seconds left, Blues got to find something they can do to come back.
Seconds left now, and this is the last chance here for Blue as they make a great push to gain 20 points there, but are still 16 behind.
Blues got to make another move here. 5 seconds left. Let's see what Blues going to do here. Red's going to go for the double park.
And we'll see how the scores tally up, but as of right now, it looks like this Red team, 288A and 63600C, are going to come out as the champions of the Grandville Halloween Pushback Tournament.
Again, we'd like to thank Westwood AI and Bradford White for sponsoring our program and making all of this possible.
We're just waiting here for the scores to be tallied.
All right. And the score. Final match.
Our final score, Red takes the victory 72 to 31. And to finish off our day, we have 4 more awards to give out to teams.
She needs you to vamp for her.
rules for judging this year at VEX. And those rules changes had a dramatic impact on judging here today. I want to explain what's going on with the rules and encourage you to pull out the rubrics and look at the changes that took place this year around the engineering notebooks. So in past years, engineering notebooks were rewarded for being big. We saw 800-page engineering notebooks. They didn't have a whole lot of design documentation in them. They were a lot of paper. And so for the last couple of years, we've seen the RECF trying to refine their judging rules to focus more on what's actually going on in the design process and less on volume. So this year, for instance, anything that's not the original work of the team that goes into their design, so reference on gear ratios or reference on examples they looked at or code examples they studied, go in an appendix and are not judged. What is judged is the core engineering notebook, which has to follow the engineering design process. It's got to start with a problem. It's got to say, how do I solve that? What are the different ways I can solve it? What are my possible solutions? Which solution do I choose and why do I choose that? I go build that, I test that, I go back again and fix and continue. But this change had a significant impact because this year, it's always been the case in VEX, but they refined the rules this year to make it very clear what a fully developed notebook is. At this event, where's Miss Lynn? Okay, at this event, 27 of the 36 teams had notebooks which were not fully developed, which means we could not give them an award. I share this because you're going to encounter this at each event you go to be fully developed. If you go pull the judging rules, you have to score 2 or more in every category of the rubric used to judge the engineering notebook. 27 of our books have a 1 in at least one category, and that, by this year's rules, disqualifies them from getting a judged award. I wanted to raise this because this has always been something coming. It's always been something percolating at the RECF, which is the governing body for robotics. But this year, they've really focused back on, we want to see the engineering process in the notebook, and volume doesn't count. So I'll tell you, we had a really good book today that wasn't very long, but you could follow how are they going to play the game, what choices they make about game strategy, why they make those choices. So what that mean for the type of intake they had, what were the choices they had, how they choose among those choices, why they picked the one they had, how they refine that over time, how they make that better. You saw people's code. Here's the code I started with, and I had to write something for autonomous. And here's my first pass with autonomous, and it didn't work, and here's what I fixed. What they're looking for in the books this year is that evolution of the robot and evidence of a design process. So I raise this because teams, many of you have books. As I just said, the judges today ruled 27 of the 36 books were not fully developed. So I would encourage you to download the RECF's guidelines, the rubric for engineering notebooks, and look at that and try between now and your next event to say, how do we make sure that the story we're telling fully explains what the engineering problem we attacked, what were the different solutions we looked at, what the solution we chose and why, how we tested it, and then how we iterated. Right? It's a really good movement for how kids learn, because this is a really important process, because this is what the real world wants from them. Right? When they leave here and go to college, they get a job. Your job doesn't look to you and say, can you please give me the most paper tomorrow? They say, I want to see evidence of, you had a good idea, you followed it through, you improved on it, and you got better. And so I just want to take a minute. I've been a tournament host now for 14 years. I've been through a lot of changes with all the robotics programs we're involved in. And I really think this is a good change, but it's one that people aren't talking about enough. Because teams aren't aware that it's not a volume game. It's about how well you can describe how you move the engineering design process. There's a rubric out there for it. You can download it. Right? It's out there on the RCF website. But I want to raise this because I've never seen a judging round where this many books didn't meet a basic standard. It's a new standard. Right? It's the very first event of the year. So the good news is you got lots of time to sort this out. Think about as you document, what are you trying to tell yourself and your team about what your ideas were, what were the options you looked at, what you chose and why, how you tested that, how you improved. That's what the book is all about. And I would encourage you as you go to the next event, work with your team and your adult mentors and say, take the rubric and say, let's go through it ourselves. Can we see evidence that you looked at a drivetrain and looked at multiple options and didn't just build a square drivetrain with 8 wheels? because that's what you built last year. There's no evidence of a design process in that anywhere, right? So I want to mention this because I thought it was important as you left today. It's something teams can all work on for the next event. And we're super excited you came. We're glad to have you back for your Halloween event again. We do this again on there's an evening tournament the 4th and 5th. We have a special band members tournament. A lot of band kids can't play on Saturdays. So there's a 2-evening event coming in November, the 4th and 5th. Qualification rounds one day, playoffs the next. It's a standard tournament split into 2 evenings. There's another event here on the 8th of November that's completely full. There's a holiday event here the first weekend of December that will have about 100 teams. It's our biggest event of the year. And then the new year, there's events on January 3rd, January 17th. So a lot more events coming here and all over the state. But I did want to share this with you before you get out of here because I think it's important feedback. And by the rules, we're not allowed to give teams specific feedback. I can't have the judges do that scoring sheet. They can't tell you, the rules say we cannot share team-specific feedback. So I can't tell you which 27 teams. But I want to say, odds are you're